The Island Boys are done for. Word on the street is they actually broke into 6ix9ine's crib, pointed a strap right at his mom's face, and held her while they looted the whole place. This story is blowing up everywhere, and the internet can't stop talking about it. Some wild new footage just dropped, and it's got everyone losing their minds. This ain't no regular rumor. This leaked clip is next level crazy and might flip the whole story about that home invasion upside down. People thought they knew what went down, but after seeing this, everything's about to change. Before we get into this chaos, hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on those notifications so you don't miss a single update, because this one's pure insanity. So we all remember what happened at 6ix9ine's Florida mansion, right? 4 armed guys rolled up while he was streaming with that wild kid Jack Doherty. They held his 60-year-old mom at gunpoint and tore through the whole spot, snatching up cash, jewelry, and even car keys. That's the version we've all heard till now. But hold up. This new leaked footage is about to shake the table. The timing of it all, too perfect to be random. 6ix9ine was live with Jack Doherty, who had just gotten out of jail, and guess what? The dudes who hit his crib were apparently watching that live stream in real time. This whole setup feels like something straight out of a movie.
All right, you know the fucking vibes. We outside, here with my boy Jack.
Yes, sir.
Fresh home.
They supposedly knew the exact moment he dipped, knew his security rolled with him, and knew his mom was home alone. That's precision timing, almost surveillance-level planning, if these claims are true. This is where it gets wild, because the next part takes the whole situation into "are you serious" territory. TMZ reportedly leaked footage from inside the house during the robbery, and social media went straight detective mode, frame by frame, pausing and zooming like it's a crime lab breakdown. People are comparing angles, audio, and movements like it's their full-time job, and the theories are spiraling fast. In that leaked clip, you can clearly hear one of the intruders call another person red, and that single word has the internet connecting dots like crazy. If accurate, that tiny detail has become the centerpiece of the online investigation. For anyone who doesn't know, Red is the name used by Kodiak Red, one half of the Island Boys, the duo that went viral for their loud style and colorful hair, and fans are saying that can't be a coincidence. To be clear, this is all online speculation, not a legal conclusion, but the way people are piecing it together is intense. The internet sleuths didn't stop at the name. They started breaking down how the suspects walk, talk, stand, and even how they shift their weight. Multiple viral breakdowns claim the mannerisms line up with the Island Boys, which is why timelines, posture, and voice patterns are getting dissected nonstop by fans. Check the specifics. One suspect's walk has that distinct swagger and a particular stance that people say mirrors old clips of the Island Boys from music videos and live streams. Folks are pointing to how the shoulders sit, how the hands move during speech, the slight bounce in the steps, and even the pacing rhythm. The micro movements that superfans swear they can spot instantly. All of this is being posted with side-by-side edits and slow-mo overlays, and while it's buzzy and dramatic, remember it's still fan-led analysis, not confirmed by authorities. The online detectives are going all out with this so-called gait analysis, breaking things down like they're running a full-blown crime lab from their bedrooms. They're digging up old Instagram stories, TikTok clips, even random paparazzi shots of the Island Boys strolling through Miami. Then matching those movements frame by frame with the leaked footage from the robbery. It's wild how deep this has gotten. People are pointing out how Kodiak Red walks with that tiny lean to the left and that swing in his arms. The exact same motion that's visible in the new video. Fans swear it's identical. Then comes the voice comparison, and that's where it gets even crazier. Even though the suspects tried to mask their voices, social media analysts claim you can still catch that signature Florida twang, the same accent and slang that the Island Boys are known for. The way they drag certain words, that soft drawl, even the tone. Fans are convinced it lines up perfectly. Somebody online even ran the audio through a voice recognition program and posted that it came back with a 78% similarity to Kodiak Red's old interview recordings. It's not official evidence, but it's got the internet convinced something's up. Now let's talk motive, because this is where it starts to make sense to a lot of people. The Island Boys, real names Frankie and Alex Venegas, haven't exactly been living like they used to. The money isn't rolling in the way it did when they first went viral, and their fame has been slipping fast. Fans are saying their music career never really took off, their engagement dropped hard, and they've been seen arguing online about finances. They went from viral stars pulling big cash from features, appearances, and brand deals to barely keeping the hype alive. That sudden drop from internet royalty to faded fame has everyone speculating that maybe, just maybe, they got desperate. Whether that's true or not, people can't stop connecting the dots, and it's causing a storm across every platform. The cash flow dried up fast, and now everyone's saying the Island Boys had their eyes on 6ix9ine, a guy who, despite all his legal chaos, is still living loud. He's out here flexing stacks, showing off luxury cars, and dropping gifts that look straight out of a movie. The contrast between them is wild. At their peak, the Island Boys were supposedly pocketing around $50,000 a show, pulling up to clubs like rock stars. But now, reports say they're lucky to get booked for a few thousand at smaller venues, if that. Meanwhile, 6ix9ine's gifting his mom a Lamborghini and dropping $1 million in cash like it's pocket change. That kind of difference can make struggling artists feel some serious envy, and some fans think that jealousy might have boiled over. But what's really making things worse for the duo is all the legal trouble they've been caught up in. Between court fees, lawyer bills, and rumored settlements, their bank accounts have taken a massive hit. It's not just about lost fame. They've been bleeding money behind the scenes, and that pressure keeps stacking up. To top it off, their management team reportedly dropped them after multiple public controversies, leaving them without direction or solid income streams. Without someone steering the ship, their careers started sinking fast. Now imagine scrolling through your feed and seeing 6ix9ine flaunting his mansion, diamond chains, flashy cars, and piles of cash. The same guy you once shared viral fame with. Watching him buy his mom a Lambo and hand her $1 million in cash while you're barely holding it together? That kind of sight can twist anyone up inside. The jealousy, the frustration, the desperation, it's all bubbling beneath the surface, and fans think it might have been the breaking point. That's a motive staring us right in the face. But what makes this whole thing even darker is who got caught in the middle of it. 6ix9ine's 60-year-old mother, a quiet, church-going woman who barely speaks English, ended up being the one held at gunpoint during the chaos. She's just a God-fearing lady trying to live peacefully, and somehow she became the victim of her son's high-profile lifestyle. It's heartbreaking. The leaked footage reportedly shows masked robbers forcing her outside while they tore through the house, grabbing whatever they could. Just imagine that fear, standing there helpless with the gun pointed at you while strangers ransack your home. She's not part of the fame, not part of the drama, yet she's the one paying the price. 6ix9ine had mentioned before that people once tried to kidnap his mom while she was simply walking her dog. And now this? Another nightmare, this time inside her own home. It's the kind of trauma that stays with a person forever. What's especially disturbing is what viewers noticed in the leaked clip, her hands visibly shaking as she's being held outside. You can see pure panic on her face. She looks completely lost, probably confused about why this is even happening. Those robbers treated her like she was nothing, and that's what has so many people furious online. That's somebody's mother, somebody's grandmother, not just a target because her son likes to flash his wealth on social media. And yet, here she is, traumatized twice because of the life her son built. First, the kidnapping attempt when she was just walking her pet, and now this violent home invasion. Imagine being an elderly woman who's simply trying to live her days in peace, but danger keeps showing up at your doorstep. It's a cruel reality, and people are demanding 6ix9ine take this as a serious wake-up call. Now, this home invasion, where 6ix9ine's own mother was reportedly held at gunpoint inside her house, is disturbing enough. But what's even more shocking is how these guys seem to know exactly where to go. 6ix9ine's been way too public with his content lately, turning his mansion into a social media backdrop for the whole world to see. He's done full-on tours for YouTubers like Traplore Ross and Booba100X, basically revealing every corner of the spot. It's wild. TMZ had already exposed his address months ago, and when the feds raided that same house back in March, it made things even worse. The man practically mapped out his own location online. Those flashy home tours might have looked cool to fans, but to potential robbers, that's like handing them a blueprint. He's shown where the cars are parked, where his studio sits, even parts of the property that look like security blind spots. Traplore Ross literally pulled up in a bright green Lamborghini and filmed the whole exterior of 6ix9ine's house, and that video's still up for anyone to watch. That kind of exposure is dangerous. Then there's 6ix9ine bragging on live streams, saying things like, "I go everywhere by myself, the streets is a lie, they not gangsters." But now look, while he was online proving how untouchable he was, his mother was at home dealing with armed intruders. The timing couldn't have been worse. Meanwhile, online detectives have been running their own investigation like it's a real case. Fans are comparing everything: walking patterns, voices, body builds, even matching the robber's height and movements frame by frame to the Island Boys. The internet's basically turned into its own CSY unit, and every new clip seems to push the theory further into chaos. The breakdowns fans are posting online are getting insanely detailed. Like, some of these people are putting in more work than actual investigators. One viral thread on X, formerly Twitter, is blowing up, showing side-by-side comparisons of the Island Boys in their old music videos versus the masked robbers caught in the leaked footage. And the similarities are wild. Viewers are pointing out the tiniest details, the way they hold their hands, that signature head tilt, and even how they move when they talk. Every motion seems to line up, and people are convinced it's too close to ignore. It's like the internet turned into a digital lineup, and the whole world's playing detective. But the part that's really catching everyone's attention is the jewelry. Fans zoomed in and spotted one of the robbers rocking what looks like the same custom chain Kodiak Red was seen wearing in his recent Instagram posts. It's not just any piece. It's a one-of-a-kind chain with specific engravings that make it instantly recognizable. You can see part of it peeking out from under the robber's hoodie, and when fans compared it to photos of Kodiak from just a few weeks before the break-in, the design looked like a perfect match. And that's not all. Their online behavior added even more fuel to the theory. Both Island Boys suddenly went silent on all social media right around the time of the robbery. For two guys who normally post nonstop, stories, selfies, live streams, you name it, that sudden blackout was a red flag for a lot of people. Their last posts before disappearing were tagged in Miami, which is barely an hour's drive from 6ix9ine's Palm Beach mansion. That timing, the distance, and the matching jewelry? Fans are saying it's just way too convenient to be a coincidence. The getaway car theory is another wild piece that fans have added to the puzzle. Witnesses near the scene said they saw a white sedan speeding off right after the break-in. And guess what? Internet detectives dug up old Instagram stories from the Island Boys showing them riding around in a very similar white car just days before the incident. The license plate isn't clear in either video, but the make and model look nearly identical. That's got fans connecting dots like crazy. Of course, we've got to be real. None of this is confirmed evidence yet. It's all speculation until authorities make it official. Still, the clues that fans are stacking up are undeniably intense. We're talking about the voice calling out red, the matching movements and body language, the possible financial motive, the perfect timing, that distinctive jewelry, and now the social media silence. All those details together paint a picture that's hard for the internet to ignore. What makes the situation even sadder is how 6ix9ine can't really protect himself the way he'd like to. In interviews, he said he's not allowed to have armed security because of his legal status and the rules of his supervised release. That means he's sitting in a mansion full of valuables, showing off his luxury lifestyle online, but doesn't have the level of protection that most celebrities do. So while he's out here flexing Lambos, stacks of cash, and diamond chains, the truth is, he's vulnerable. His hands are tied legally, and his flashy content just keeps making him more of a target. Those release terms are strict. He's got to get permission for certain moves, can't link with anyone tied to crime, and has limits on who he can hire for security. It's a dangerous mix: fame, fortune, exposure, and barely any real protection. This whole situation leaves 6ix9ine in a seriously dangerous spot. He's out here living flashy, super visible, and stacked with money, but he can't even take the kind of security precautions other celebrities would normally have. That's a recipe for disaster. And now, his own mother has been caught in the crossfire not once, but twice. First, the attempted kidnapping while she was out walking the dog, and now this brutal home invasion. It's heartbreaking. No mother should ever have to live in fear because of her son's choices. The fact that she's been targeted again shows just how risky 6ix9ine's lifestyle has become, not just for him, but for everyone close to him. And if it really turns out the Island Boys were involved, it makes this story even sadder. These were guys who had fame, attention, and opportunity right in their hands. They could have built something legit, but instead, they're being accused of pulling a stunt that hurt an innocent elderly woman just for some fast cash. That's not just tragic, it's pathetic. They went from viral sensations to alleged home invaders. A fall from grace that's almost impossible to wrap your head around. The leaked footage has now reportedly been handed over to law enforcement, and with all the internet sleuths connecting every tiny clue to the Island Boys, it looks like official answers might be coming sooner than anyone expected. What's wild is how much online investigators have already uncovered. Law enforcement is even starting to pay attention to these social media threads and crowdsourced breakdowns because honestly, fans are catching things that real detectives might overlook. The power of the internet is on full display here. And let's not forget, all of this happened while 6ix9ine was live streaming. The suspects were allegedly watching his stream in real time, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. That kind of timing takes serious planning. And the fact that they pulled it off while the whole world watched, that's straight up chilling. These robbers knew exactly what they were doing. They knew where 6ix9ine was, they knew his security detail was with him, and they struck at the perfect moment. That's not random, that's a calculated hit. The precision of it all shows serious planning, not some spur-of-the-moment break-in. The live streaming angle makes it even crazier. Every time 6ix9ine goes live, he's basically broadcasting real-time intel. His location, his security setup, everything. It's like he's giving anyone with bad intentions a free heads up that he's not home and that his property's wide open. That's the double-edged sword of fame. The same thing that keeps you trending can also put a target on your back. If the Island Boys are truly connected to this, they might have made a huge mistake, because even though 6ix9ine stays controversial, his fan base is fiercely loyal. They've practically turned into an online investigation unit, breaking down clips, analyzing leaked footage, syncing timestamps, and building a full case in real time. It's wild how much power social media has when people rally together. What criminals don't seem to realize is that in the internet era, nothing stays hidden for long. Every pixel, every sound, every little frame gets torn apart and tracked. By the time police start digging, the internet already has a head start. This whole situation is more than just a robbery. It's a wake-up call about the dark side of fame. It shows how financial desperation can push people to reckless extremes, how being too public can make even millionaires vulnerable, and how the internet has evolved into its own tool for justice. When you're constantly showing off luxury cars, diamond chains, and piles of cash online, you're not just flexing for followers. You're broadcasting to anyone watching, including the ones looking to take it all. It's a dangerous game, and this incident proves that clout can come with a heavy price. 6ix9ine's situation might be one of the wildest we've ever seen, but it's also a huge warning for anyone living their life online. Flashing your lifestyle might look cool on social media, but it can come with serious real-world risks. This whole story shows how fame and visibility can flip fast, turning from clout to chaos in seconds. And the craziest part? It's still unfolding. Every day, new clips, clues, and leaks keep surfacing. And word is, law enforcement might be close to making arrests. The pressure's building, and people are waiting to see if the Island Boys will finally address the accusations or keep staying silent. Things are heating up fast. Now I gotta know what you think. Do you believe the Island Boys were really behind this? Or do you think the internet's just running wild with rumors? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Let's talk about it. And what about these online investigations? Are fans helping bring justice or just making it harder for the truth to come out? Make sure you like, subscribe, comment, and share this video so we can keep spreading the updates. Don't forget to smash that notification bell because every hour something new pops up and we're covering every twist as it happens. Stay safe out there, because if this story proves anything, it's that the internet never forgets, and sometimes justice might be just one viral video away.